Hey, thank you for joining me. I am an Army veteran, retiree, and a federal government employee, and this channel is for the transition from military to civilian. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Today, I'm talking about how to pick your GS job series. Now, let's get started. All right, so before you start applying for federal job positions on usajobs.gov, you need to identify what is the job series that you're targeting. Believe it or not, there are over 300 job series within the federal government. I will leave you a list of all of them in the description below. Some of the job series are self-explanatory. If you were a lawyer or an attorney, then your job series would be 0905. If you were a paralegal, then your job series would be 0950. If you were a mechanical engineer, then your job series would be 0830. But what if our experience is all over the place and it doesn't fit neatly into one of those type of job descriptions? What do we do then? For example, what I want to focus on is the combat military occupation specialty. Here we're talking about infantry, artillery, scouts, combat engineers, occupations that mainly deal in combat. We were told often that it was hard to transfer our skill set and that we wouldn't find an exact role or job title that we could easily get into once we entered the civilian workforce. Now, I believe that to be wrong. If you were an NCO or an officer in a combat occupation, I believe that you have skills that are high in demand. You have coordinated training events. You have analyzed qualification data, training statistics, training rotations, logistical efforts, and personnel data. When you are determining how much ammunition your troops need for the next day, or you're calculating how many MREs does my platoon or company need, or when do guard rosters need to be rotated, then you have experience in analytical skills. You have made decisions that were based on quantitative data. For instance, when you complete a training exercise, that means that you have utilized evaluation methods and techniques for assessing a program development. And that is the type of language that is used when describing the job series 0343, Management and Program Analysts. And I believe the majority of the NCOs and officers in our military are qualified for this job series. But also consider that the job series 0343 in the Department of Veteran Affairs might be different than the Department of Labor or the Department of Agriculture. It is for that reason that it is important to read each job announcement to see exactly what the qualifications are for that position. And you can do that under the qualifications section and the how you will be evaluated section. Now, another job series that the majority of NCOs and officers will be qualified for is the 1700 series. In this series, we're focusing a lot on training, instructions, education, and most leaders in the military at some point throughout their career, they taught a block of instructions to a group of soldiers. Now, this could have been in one of our leadership academies. This could be an ROTC. This could be on one of our rotational exercises or a local company field exercise. If you had to put together training material and present it through PowerPoint or other means, and then do a check on learning and an after-action review, then you should qualify for a large amount of these 1700s job series. Now, if you don't want to target a job series based solely off of your experience and you're trying to get into a new field, you can do that too. One of the easiest ways to do that is by attaining a degree either in the military or after you depart the military. And with that degree, you will qualify for the recent graduate program. If you are a recent graduate, there are specific hiring pathways especially for you. For instance, if you were in the infantry, but you earned your business degree and now you want to be a contract specialist, well, you can do that. To be eligible for this type of program, you need to have graduated within 2 years. If you're a veteran of the military, that is extended to 6 years. So, for instance, today, as long as you had your degree by 2015 or later, then you would be eligible for that hiring preference. Finally, conduct a self-assessment to see what skills and what abilities and desires that you have internally. Search through the job series list and see if those titles and descriptions match your strengths and your skills. Once you do that, you can go to usajobs.gov and you can create your own list that target that specific job series, and they will send you through email updates every week or month or whatever frequency you decide to set it. It'll let you know, hey, there's new jobs available. Maybe you want to apply for these. And those type of alerts can help keep you on track. Well, that wraps up my video on how to pick your GS job series. If you have any other job seeking advice or anything related to the GS job series, please leave those comments down below, or if you have any questions. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.